I know you. Welcome to Doodle Time. Today we'll be drawing Derpy. That's my favorite character from KPOP. Have I seen it? No! Grab your crayons, let's get started. Paper and crayons. Alright, so drawing Derpy. We're gonna start off with just giving ourselves a guide. Drawing a little circular shape for the head with a blue crayon, nice and lightly. That'll tell me where the head goes. Now gonna do something similar for the body. An oval shape, long oval shape going long top to bottom, underneath where the head's gonna go. Now I'm gonna put in two little ovals for where the feet are gonna go. Two front feet. Drawing two lines up, connecting the feet to the body with legs. Now connecting the chest to the head. And now just fixing up the shape of the front feet. Now I'm putting in two little oval shapes for the back feet. Connecting those shapes with two little other circles where the back legs are. Now finding a spot for the tail. So the outline's all in place. This will kind of tell me where everything's gonna go, give me a rough outline. Now putting in two little ears. Another one on the left side. And now just drawing a line straight down the middle of the face. This will help me create some symmetry between the left and right side. Now I'll rough in where the nose goes. Get that put in place. And now the inside skin part of the ears. While I've got the pink or red crayon out, I'll just put that in as well. I'm gonna rough in the right side eye, get that roughly shaped in, and then I'll draw a straight line from the top of the eye and the bottom of the eye, and that'll help me match the left side to the right side. So using that guide, I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Now we'll draw a line at the bottom side of the eye, get that closed up, do the same on the left side. That's roughed in pretty neatly. Now our lips. Derpy's got a big, weird smile, so we're gonna go from the bottom of the nose, start to rough in the shape of the mouth. Now around the eye itself, there's a patch around each eye that's kind of lighter than the rest of the face. So I'm just giving myself a guide for where that's gonna start and where that's gonna end. So it's almost like a mask around each eye that I'm doing. And we'll do that lightly with blue. And that's gonna serve as kind of a border between the darker side and the lighter side of the face. Now Derpy's got some stripes above each eye, so I'm putting those in place right now. Second stripe going above the first, with a gap in between, and the third stripe, just a little bit of that we can see. Now with the blue crayon, I'm just fixing up the bottom of the face. Gonna make that a bit darker, same with the top of the head. Now we can see Derpy's face and head start to come to life. I'm doing the same for the chest, coming down a little bit harder with my blue crayon. Down to the legs, down to the feet. I'm using my original guide as kind of an outline. I'm following that shape and just cleaning it up as I go. All right, I'm bored of that. Gonna go into the eye now. Derpy's got some weird colors in the eye. I'm gonna go in and do big yellow circles in the middle of each eye. All right. Now around each of those yellow circles, there's red at the edges of the eye, so I'm going in with a red crayon now and just kind of filling that in. Derpy, Derpy. Going back in, coverage on the ears. All right, let's start filling in the face. Now those little borders we made around the eyes, the little mask area that we outlined, the inside of that we're gonna do a light blue like I'm doing here. So I'm holding the crayon nice and lightly and filling that in. Now remember, we're doing light here because all around these outlines we're going to go darker with the same crayon. If you don't have a lot of colors, you don't have a lot of options for one color in your pack of crayons, you can work with different intensities with the same color by going lighter or harder. How hard you push kind of dictates how dark or how light the color shows up. All right, I'm thinking of something here. I don't know what. So what I want to do now is go in with the same blue crayon and fill in the rest of the head, and I'm going to go darker this time. So the same blue that we used for just around the eyes, we're using now, same color. I'm just pushing down a lot harder. Now I see my nose is a little off, so I'm just going to extend that on the right side to even that out. And going back in with the blue. And we're going to keep doing this all around the head until we mostly fill it in. I'm making a little bit of an outline around the top of the head, because I want to give some dimensionality to the head. So I'm going to go dark up to the certain point of that outline, and then for the top of the head, beyond that, I'll go a lot lighter. So I'm leaving a little space. You see some of the head isn't filled in up on top yet. I'll go lighter for that part. Now for under the eyes and the top lip, take the same blue and go in a lot harder than you were. You know, I don't work with crayons quite a lot. I gotta say, this was a fun experience playing around with crayons. I haven't used them since I was in elementary school. I work mostly with paints now, oil paints, but it was kind of a fun exercise here to use a medium I'm not used to using and seeing what I could do with it. And the reason I'm using crayons is they're easy to access. So if you want to follow along, it's not hard to use the tools or find the tools that I'm using. And you can follow along at home. Filling in the left side here. Now the top of the head that I mentioned that we've left white so far, we're gonna go in with the same blue marker, just go in a lot lighter. And same thing over the ears. And just kind of carry that all around the head. This kind of gives the illusion that light from behind or on top of Derpy is hitting the head and giving it some shape. If you want, you can fill this all in with the same intensity of blue. I just like the effect that this is giving here. All right. Now going into the bottom of the head and the chin area. You know what? I haven't quite penciled in or crayoned in the mouth yet, so let me just put a hold on that. So now to remedy that, we're gonna go with our black crayon and thicken up the shape of the mouth. Let's get that figured out. So I'm going with the black and just kind of finding the bottom of the mouth. Now Derpy's got some teeth as well. I don't know, teeth or fangs or whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna find where those go. Two coming out from the bottom, two sharp ones coming out from the bottom lip with some smaller teeth in between them. And then we got two coming out from the top lip. So we'll get those in place. Yo, so I haven't seen this movie or this show. I don't know what the deal is with this cat, tiger. What is this thing? I got no clue. But I know what it looks like. I'm showing you how to draw it with crayons, if that's your thing. All right, now that we got the mouth kind of figured out, where the teeth are, where the lips are, we'll go in with the blue and just kind of finish up, color in the bottom of the head. Coloring fast, coloring fast. All right, nice. My finger's getting cramped. I gotta hold this all weird. All right, that's kind of looking like a Derpy. I'm gonna go in with some black now and put in the little dots, the pattern that Derpy's got on the middle of his head, middle of his face, top of the nose going up. I'll make its stripes a little bit thicker. And I can go in and put in the pupils. Oh, that's looking good. Other side. Yeah. Now just finding an outline for all the shapes of Derpy's face. Where else can we outline right now? Let's outline everything. Why not? Left side of the head. Carry that down. Left cheek. Bottom of the head. You know, a nice thick outline does so much. It helps everything on the paper just pop out. Now let's outline the eye. Make that stand out as well. Crayon is weird when you go over one color with another. Sometimes it does what you want it to do, and sometimes it doesn't. Now we're going to figure out the shape of the body. We've got our guide in. We're going to do a bit of a guide circle. And the same with the bottom, and that's going to distinguish the two different shades we're going to do. We got dark on one side and light on the other side. So we're going to go with the bottom part of the chest, going real lightly with the blue, and get that all filled up. Following our little guideline here. Coloring, 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 coloring. All right, that's filled in. Now we're gonna go in a lot darker for the top part of the chest. Same intensity we used on the head, we're gonna do down here. These crayons I got, they're quite small for my hands. My hands are cramping up using them. I should have drank more water. Now the chest is pretty much in place. I gotta figure out the shape of the legs. So I'm kind of following my outline that I'd set up. Go from the top of the leg down to the bottom and connect the oval shape that we put in for the paw. And we'll do the same on the other side, going from the top side down to where the bottom oval is for the paw, and just give it a little curve to connect. Now we got our two front paws, two front legs put in place. And we'll just kind of give a boundary to where the paws meet the legs themselves. Now the bottom part we'll fill in with a light blue, going nice and light with our crayon. Do that for the right paw, then the same thing on the left paw. Color, 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 nice and light. Top of the paw, right side, left side will go dark. So, using the same blue, going in with a lot more intensity. Let's do it! Nice and hard. Pushing down with a lot of force with the crayon. Now left side. Same intensity, same pressure, pushing down, coloring it in. That's starting to look like a Derpy. The Derpster. Now something similar on the back paws. Following our outline for the paw itself and then the back leg. Now the paw will do a nice light blue. And you know what? We'll do the whole back leg a light blue. That way it won't blend into the front paw. So same pressure as the paw we'll do on the back leg. Now there's separation between the back leg and the front leg, if you see. Now the tail will go in, fix up the shape of the tail. Now the front part of the tail is kind of overlapping the back part. So we're gonna have this little overlap here. Just like that. And we'll give ourselves a bit of a guide for the shape of the stripes, going from the one end of the tail to the other end of the tail. And give ourselves a bit of a guide there. Now just gonna outline everything. Give ourselves some nice hard edges. Outline the neck, then coming down one side of the body with the front leg. Down to the front paw. Left leg and left paw. And going up the left side of the body, connect that to the neck. And the back paw. And the back legs, otherwise known as hind legs. Bottom of the body. Now let's get to the tail. Now the end of the tail is all a dark blue, dark blackish color. So I'm going to fill that in black. This is the darkest crayon I got. We use this. Color, color, color. And I'll go over the stripes that I made on the tail with my black crayons, making the stripes a little thicker. That stands out. Now I'm going to color in the tail with the blue. I'm going to go dark. Pressing down with a lot of pressure with my crayon. And that gives me a nice, bold, dark blue color. Going in and filling in all the rest of my segments right here. Last one. Aha. Look at that. Derpster. That looks more or less done. But I got some details in the paws that I still gotta add. Let's put in the claws. I'm gonna put 3 little dots. And that gives us the impression of claws. Same with the other side. The derpster. You know what? That's looking pretty complete. Actually, looks kind of empty just sitting there. Let's give it a scene. We're gonna do a straight line anywhere in the back of the page behind the derpster. And that's your horizon line. So if your setting is inside, that's where the wall meets the floor and tells me where the rest of my items are gonna go. So I'm putting Derpy in a room full of plants. So I'm drawing little flower pots or plant pots. And I'll fill those in with plants. And that'll be our scene. So I got a bit of an outline for all the pots on the right side of Derpy. We'll do something similar on the left side. I'm gonna find a place to put in 4 little plant pots, flower pots. I'm being real rough here. We can always go in afterwards and just fix up any lines if they look a little too sketchy. I've got a green crayon. I'm gonna go in and start to give my leaves and foliage some shape. So just roughing in some leaf patterns. I'm doing one big leaf here. And I'll just kind of go around the page and give some different kind of plant patterns. Another leaf kind of sticking out this way, being real rough with it. And then this kind of like fern shape. This big stem with a lot of little leaves coming out of it. Now I'm being real random with this. I'm going to go throughout the right side of the page, the left side of the page, and just give myself a lot of patterns to work with. Now that that's all kind of roughed in, I want to give some detail to the inside of my pots. So that's where the soil's going to be. Going in with the brown crayon, just filling in the inside of my pots just like that. So doing the left side now until we've done all the pots we got. Now for the pots themselves, I'm going to do an alternating kind of color scheme. First pot, we'll do purple. Purple, purple. Skip the next pot and go to the next one after that. Do that a purple, and we'll alternate all the way through. Now I'll take a red crayon and I'll deal with the rest of the pots. That wasn't red, was it? That was orange. Red. I don't like this white space at the bottom, so I've got a crayon I'm going to use. I think it's burgundy. Honestly, can't tell. And I'll start filling in the floor. I think that's going to do a lot of work to give this picture some life. So if you notice what I'm doing here, I'm kind of giving the floor the texture of stripes. I don't know why. I think it's more interesting to look at than a solid filled in shape. I don't want to go too dark on my carpet either. So this is a nice happy medium. And I'm doing short strokes, short lines, all in the same direction. And I'll keep this up all the way through. I think I've lost the plot with my stripes here. I'm just going solid now, aren't I? Oh, I gotta fix this on the other side too. Ignore everything I said about stripes. I've changed my mind. We're going solid now. So, forgetting my original plan. Plan goes out the window. Throw it out the window. I'm going solid floor. You know, sometimes things don't work out as you expect or as you plan. You just gotta go with the flow. This is me going with the flow. Last little bit left. All right. Now I want to go in with my black crayon and outline the pots. I think they're all kind of getting lost in the background there. And there you have it. It's a Derpy. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do a little bird thing that goes on Derpy's head. Forget what it's called. But if you've seen the show or the movie or whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. You can go ahead and add a little bird thing to your own Derpy. Mine doesn't need one. And that's that.